Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Listen, happy day. Happy day. I am so grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here for a multitude of reasons. But listen, I want everybody in the chat. If you're watching this right now, what I would love for you to do is for those watching in the chat, I want you to type in the chat right now and let us know, what are you happy for? Because there's a lot of emotion going on today. Today is officially, what is today's date? It is, I don't even know. Today is the day after the election day, November the 6th. We are officially 1 month away from our Author All Stars Conference that's in Atlanta, Georgia. And when I tell you, the emotions are flowing on this day, whether you are happy, you are sad, you are confused. But guess what we need to do? On a day like today, this is a day where, regardless of it all, we need to share, like, what are we happy about? What are we happy and grateful for? So I want y'all to go ahead and type that in the chat. Let me know what you guys are grateful and excited about. Please, darlings, if you could, that would be amazing. And you never know, you might see yourself on the screen. So please go ahead and type that. What are you guys excited about? What are you grateful for? What can you thank God for? Because there's so much that we could be grateful for. And I'm going to tell you this, on everything that I do know, no matter who is in any kind of political position, we are still responsible for our success. I mean, it just is what it is. We are still responsible. And so I just hope that everybody takes this day as a day to just be grateful and know that, there are great things that are going on. And I want y'all to type that in the chat. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And so let me see. Anybody type it in the chat and letting us know we are live. Let me see what y'all got on the chat. Let's see here. Anybody here happy for life? Amen, Noreen. Happy for life. Like, happy to breathe. Happy I got my elbows work because right now I'm using them. Happy that my knees work because right now I'm using them. And I'm talking about stuff that sometimes we probably don't even think about. Like, nobody thinks about being happy for their knees until your knees give out, right? And so type in the chat, y'all. If you're happy for something, go ahead and let us know. If you're watching on Instagram or if you're watching in the Facebook group, shout out to everybody watching in the Facebook group and in the Instagram. That's what I'm trying to do, multitask, so I can see what y'all talking about over here. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Because if you are watching in the Facebook group, of course, I can't hear nothing. I mean, it's not pulling up. Hey, Dr. Iris. Dr. Iris says, I'm happy for my family and my business, for my mind and my peace. Amen. Amen. What else are you guys excited about? Let us know in the chat. Okay, so anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into this because we've got a lot to cover on today. And this is the Vision Impact Hour. This show is all about impacting, or men and women who are impacting the world with their words. And today we have a lot of people that we're going to be talking to you guys about that are doing just that. What do I mean by impacting the world with your words? Whether it's through books, whether it's through speaking, whether it's through coaching, whether it's through, I mean, that's pretty much how you impact the world with words, all those different ways, right? But they're doing it in a multitude of ways. Many of them are speaking on stages and podcasts and TV shows. Some of them have their own movies that they've launched, stage plays that they've launched. They're in magazines, all types of publications. And that's what we do here. We highlight those individuals. Now, most of them tend to be speakers and coaches, but also authors. And so we are so grateful because today we got an amazing interview that I can't wait to show you guys. But first, make sure that everybody knows how to get to our show. Y'all, our show is on the E360 TV network. All you have to do is go to e360tv.com. I'm going to get a drop for E360 so y'all can see that, but it is under the network Trajectory Network. Now, I'm going to be looking for people that want to launch their own show because we have a network that we're going to be opening up as well. Those that want to have their own TV show. And if you also want to be highlighted on this show, let me share with you how you can submit your details. Oh, here we go. So download E360 TV. This is where you can go to get details. So E360 TV, we have the app. We're on major platforms from the Roku. You can also go to Amazon Fire, any kind of smart device that has apps where you can watch. All you got to do is search for E360 TV, and then you can go to the Trajectory Network. Okay. So, for those of you guys who want to know more about being and having your own show, you're going to go to this particular link right here. And this is very easy to do. You're just going to go to info.thevision.impactshow.com. So info.thevision.impactshow.com. All right, y'all. So are y'all ready to get into today's interview? Okay. All right. I am too. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and introduce you to this young lady who just did a phenomenal job with this interview. And so I'm really excited. So I'm going to just go ahead and put her up on the screen real quick, y'all. Let me introduce. Interview with Noreen Henry.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I am doing very well, thank you. And how are you?
Oh, well, thank you so much for asking. I am doing marvelous. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to talk more about what it is that you're doing. I've had a chance to get to know you, Noreen, and now it's time for our viewers to get to know you. So I know I did like the professional biography introduction, but if you could, this show is all about wealth and words, right? And you are doing that. You're impacting the world with your words. So if you could give us the what would you call it? The unabridged? Is it the unabridged bio? That official introduction. Yeah. And tell us, how did you get to be in a space where you are impacting the world with your words?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. It's an honor and a privilege to be here.
Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here.
You're most welcome. So, as the intro says, I am Noreen N. Henry, and I like to use my middle initial because it differentiates me. And I do have a story, but you have to hear that another time. So I am an author, coach, speaker, trainer, and I am a victorious living strategist. And this began, I was actually led by the Almighty, but to create victorious living culture. So that's how this began. And it began because I was in a dark place in my life, and I was overcoming the circumstances that I was going through and overcoming them to victory, and learning that I can stay in joy, peace, and happiness as I go through them and strategize my way through them. So that's how this all began.
I love it. I always say I love it to everything because I love the fact when we definitely get the courage to be able to share, some of those things that we've experienced in life. but of course I don't love the fact that you had to experience it, right?
Right,
Um,
that part.
yeah, but but because you have made a decision to do it, like you said, you have the victorious living culture. So if you
Mhm.
could, Noreen, and it's Noreen, that's right, Noreen N.
And
Henry
Henry.
together, and me too. But tell us, what is the victorious living culture? What is that all about? What do you mean by that?
It's all about helping people to, um, first of all, become aware that they are stuck or that they are broken or they're living in mediocrity. And what it is, because I was once there, I was once stuck, I was once so broken and living in mediocrity, and I didn't know it. So it was going through the circumstances, going through and learning the different steps to know that, wait a minute, I was stuck when I thought that I was okay and I was far from it. So that's why victorious living came about, because so many don't know that they're stuck and broken and living in mediocrity. They don't know that they can actually change and you can direct the life the way that you want it. So this is one of the things that I believe why I was led to create this, because like myself, I was unaware of how unhappy I was. I was unaware of how stuck I was, going
Mhm.
around the same mountains over and over and over. And as that what's that quote says, doing the same things over and over and
And expecting
expecting
different
different
results.
results. Yep, that was
Insanity. That
that
listen,
was me.
you know what's crazy too, and when you talk about that, and I'm just thinking about just using the word stuck. I literally imagine the countless men and women right now that are stuck.
Yeah,
And a lot of times, let's just be real honest here. Why do we get stuck? Because the world has us out here stuck like Chuck. I mean, think
yeah,
about it. We have
yeah,
been taught so
yeah.
many different things of what life should be, what happiness
Right.
looks like, what success looks like. And then
Yep.
we go and chasing these things. Because I
Hmm.
can relate to being in a place where you're like stuck. You're literally like in a glass room where you can
Hmm.
see, like having
Right.
an out of body experience, like seeing yourself
Yep.
where you want to be. And you're like, but how, I
I
mean,
have
I've
to.
worked all these years of my life. How did I get
Mhm.
here? You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep.
And
Yep.
so we follow what's going on in the world. We follow what they tell us to do. And unfortunately, the crazy thing about it is that majority is leading us to the road of stuff.
That's
So
right. That's right.
um,
That's right. So
it's
in one of
oh,
my
go ahead,
books,
go ahead. Mhm.
Victoria's Living Guide to a Happier Life, I actually have a chapter called Unlearn and Relearn, because one of the things is I say is that we have to gain the right knowledge. There's so much knowledge out there, but it's not all right. So we have to gain the right knowledge. And that's what victorious living culture is about, helping people to gain the right knowledge and to make the right choices, to make wise choices, because we do things because of what we know. Like the word says, we perish for lack of knowledge. And we really do perish for lack of knowledge. So it's such a passion for me, because I see people all the time and I can tell that they're stuck, right? I can tell that they think they're okay, but that they're not okay. So it's such a passion for me to get that knowledge out there so people can know. Can I give you just a quick story?
Yes,
Right.
please.
When I was working on a job a few years ago, I was talking to one of the guys I was working with, and it was a Monday, because I remember he said that he couldn't sleep that night, the Sunday night, because he was thinking about all the things he had to do, all the work that he would need to do for the next day. And so I said to him, well, all you had to do was change your thoughts and you could have went to sleep. And his response was, I can't change my thoughts. What does it go back to? Perishing for lack of knowledge. That simple thing, just changing his thoughts, and he would have went right to sleep. But his response was, I can't change my thoughts. So there's so much that people need to learn with unlearning and relearning, so that we can stop perishing.
Listen, that's you are so right. Or how, a lot of times we'll say stuff like, "Oh, well, that's just how they are." No.
No.
Like that's, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not how we are. We always have the ability, like you said, to get unstuck, to change the way that
Yeah.
we think, to change the way
Yeah.
that we've done things. So let's talk about that, because that's some of the stuff that you are helping,
Mhm.
people to do. What are some tips for the person who's like, okay, this sounds good, Noreen, I want to learn how to live this victorious life, right? So tell me, what are some tips that you can give me so that I can start working towards being unstuck?
Well, first of all, you have to be aware that you are stuck, right? That's the number one thing. So you will need to take an analysis of your life, which I can help you with, to see where you are. And then from that, then we take the different steps that we take the different steps for you to follow and do, because it does take work and it's not easy. I've been doing this for a while now, and even though I've been doing it for a while, things still will come up. So we are always a work in progress. But at least we get to start somewhere, and first by becoming aware, doing analysis of your life to see where you are, and then take the steps moving forward to make those changes. And one of the things is we've got to work on our thoughts and our words. That's, to me, that is it's actually detrimental when we're not using the right words in our lives and we're not thinking right in our lives. It's actually detrimental. And that's another thing too with unlearning and relearning. So, sometimes I talk to people and they're like, no, it's not so, but it is so. The word says it. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. And it is so important. It is so important that we get our thoughts right and our words right. It is detrimental when we do not have. I have so many stories that I can tell you of words that people have said with things that have happened in their lives, for myself too, before I gained this knowledge, right? Before I even gained this knowledge. So it's so important.
I mean, when you talk about words, I mean, that even goes back to biblical times too,
Yeah,
because there's so many stories in the Bible where people have just used words, which, let's be honest, your words that you say out your mouth are directly in alignment with your thoughts, right?
yeah,
And your beliefs. And so there's
yeah,
so many stories, even in the Bible, where people have said certain things that have
yeah.
caused them to not really truly live the life that they wanted to live
Right.
because of their words. And
Yeah.
so I think that's absolutely important, first acknowledging it, right? And
Hmm.
then being very conscious and cautious about the
Yeah.
words that we use. And, I'll say this to Noreen, because what about, the person who is working on themselves and they still find, like, let me give you an example. And I want you to tell me what would be your advice on this. Because
Hmm.
when I used to be in network marketing years ago, and I remember one time getting on the phone with my coach, and he's very big at what you say, right? And
Hmm.
so to the point, he was so big about what you say that, like, he didn't even want you to address stuff in my eyes that were literally taking place in my life, right? Like my
Right.
finances
Right.
were down the tube. And he used to
Right.
always tell me, Taurea, that's not who you are today.
Hmm.
That is a result of the actions you took in the past. And
Right.
so, for me, I used to always battle with it because I'm like, well, I don't want to get on the phone and lie. Like, no, I don't have no money. My account is negative. And
Right.
so I don't know how to speak the opposite of what I actually see. And
Right.
so then when I started to learn that doesn't, like, what you say, Taurea, don't even matter to another
Hmm.
person, you have to start speaking life into your life. So
Right.
what do you say
Right.
to the person,
Right.
Noreen, where they're saying, okay, yes, this sounds great, I'm going to work on it, but I keep having some mess ups, right? I keep sometimes catching myself
Right.
saying opposite of what I desire. What is your advice for that person?
We have to just keep going until, because we remember when we were raised a certain way, and so how we talk, which to me was negative. And I remember years ago I thought I was a positive person until I started to gain the right knowledge and realize no, I was negative. So it takes work. We just have to keep going and keep going, and it will stick. And 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 also remember that we are a work in progress, because even though, like I said, I have been doing this for a while, things will still come to me and I have to work. It's a battle in the mind, right? One of the Joyce Meyer wrote the book, The Battlefield of the Mind. It's a battle. So we have to keep going, keep going. Like, I will write stuff out. Like, I have notes. So then when stuff comes up, I can look at my note and be a reminder of okay, no, I have to change that thought. No, or even ask, why am I thinking this thought? Like, what is going on? So it step by step, day by day, you will get better and better at it. And I speak for myself because I started this journey and it was the same thing. How can I do this? Right? But you can, and I'm a testimony to say that you can. And it's just to keep going. Like I said, write notes, like put notes up on the wall. Like I'm looking at my wall right now. I've got a bunch of stuff written on there as a reminder because we're trained, for me, we're trained the wrong way. And
Yeah,
we have to unlearn and relearn. And it's a process. It's a
the
process.
process.
As
Yeah.
much as I've been doing it for a while, I still get stuck myself, right? And then I have to look back at my notes and look stuff that I have written down as a reminder, and just keep going. Even if we mess up, just brush it off and just keep moving forward.
Uh, I'm in. Y'all brush it off. You know what I'm saying? Brush it off and keep on moving
And
forward.
keep on going.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm with that all the way. So tell me, so we have victorious living culture.
Okay.
What's your ultimate goal when it comes to building the brand of victorious living culture?
The ultimate goal is equipping people to have the right knowledge, to have the right wisdom in order to make the right choices. And as we do that, we will learn, we will live the life we want to live. Because, many people say they want their dream house or dream vacations, but they never do it until we learn to go back to the basic. And it's foundational, really. So we have to go back to the basics that we have to learn. We have to just learn and gain the right knowledge, and we will get there. I can give you an example where part of it is faith, right? We have to walk in faith. I can give you an example where, like for this year, for 2024, at the beginning of the year, I said, I'm going to be doing so much things. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. And I have. I have a list of all these things that I've accomplished based on the words that I was saying. And then it's not only the words that we say, it's we have to take action. Right. So even though I put it out there that I want this or that or whatever it is, you're gonna get inspiration, right? And then you act on those thoughts. So it's not just that we gaining the knowledge, we still have to act on that as well. So that's what it is, to impact people, to equip people to gain that knowledge, to live the life of their dreams, to live the life that they really want to live. And it's doable.
Amen to that. Listen, Noreen, you've joined us in the Book Prophets Club. You're one of our newer family
Yeah.
members, and it has definitely been a privilege and a pleasure, as I like to say, a privilege and a pleasure to really get to know more about you and your brand and how you're impacting the world, right? What would you say you have enjoyed the most about being a part of the Book Prophets Club family? Sorry, shameless plug.
Um, like you said, I'm a newbie, and there is just so much to say actually, because I've already gained knowledge to help me to even change things that I thought that I was doing okay, right? And so I'm already learning things. I love the meetings on Mondays where we get training and we get to give our testimonies of what we've done for the week, and just that alone is a boost, right? It gives you a boost hearing other people's testimonies of things that they've accomplished, things that they're doing in the world. It gives you an extra boost. And so just it's so many things, just again gaining the right knowledge.
I love it. Well, we definitely are excited about the testimonials and the people that you're going to be, impacting. For those individuals who are like, saying, this sounds great, this victorious lifestyle. I want to know more about victorious living culture, right? The VLC. How can
Right.
we get more details? Do you have something for us? Where do you want us to go to connect with you?
Actually, I have my uh, free giveaway. It's a free ebook, victoriouslivingforyou.com.
Oh, Oh, okay. VictoriousLivingForYou.com. And what is the ebook going to help us with? Like, what are we going to learn? Because, I want to make sure that they know this is not just another ebook, baby.
No, you're going to get foundational tips on victorious living and foundational tips on victorious living. You're going to get a little bit about knowledge, a little bit about wisdom. And victorious living is also, part of it is actually having discernment. We have to have discernment as we live this life, because you know what can happen when we don't, people take advantage of people, and then you can know to make the right decisions and everything. So that's part of it. It's foundational. So the biggest thing is gaining the right knowledge. So you're going to get some different tips in there on,
Wonderful. And
on,
one more
on
time,
learning.
what is the website again?
VictoriousLivingForYou.com.
That is a good domain right there. VictoriousLivingForYou.com. Noreen, we're about to wrap this thing on up. You are truly a gem. And, I'm just so grateful to just be able to continuously impact more people, unpack
Yeah.
more of your journey and sharing that with more people. We'll be able to have you on again, right? I just want to
Yeah.
make sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, what are any last imparting words that you would like to leave with our viewers on today?
There is always hope. There is always hope for change. And if we don't do something different, nothing changes. And in fact, for me, if we don't do anything different, it actually gets worse. And I'm speaking from experience. So there is always hope to do something different, to have the life of your dreams, to have the victorious life that you want.
Amen. Yes. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, Taurea Vision Avant, make sure that you plug into Noreen and everything that it is that she has going on. Y'all, she is a true gem. And victoriouslivingforyou.com, that's where you want to go so that you can get access to this ebook. Listen, if you're wanting to build the foundations of what truly living the life of your dreams looks like, how to be able to get started, how to be able to start utilizing the right words. You know what I'm saying? Some of us don't even know that. We've never been taught that we could literally speak life into the things that we want to happen in our life. You need to make sure that you go ahead and download that ebook today. My name is Taurea Vision Avant. And again, it's been a privilege, pleasure to be able to present to you guys another edition of Wealth and Words. Listen, we're going to go ahead and get back to the Vision Impact Hour. First, we have some commercial breaks. And then guess what we have next? As real as it gets. Yes, we're going to get into it. Okay, so I got some news, some gossip, a little conversation, y'all. We're going to talk about it. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. Bye, you guys. Cover the secret to running a successful family childcare business with DeShonda Jennings. Her unique approach intertwines early childhood education with faith and compassion, creating a nurturing environment for our future leaders. DeShonda doesn't just stop there. She's also empowering fellow providers through her innovative childcare coaching methods. Featured in influential outlets like Soigné and Swank, We Empower, and more, her impact is widely recognized. So if you are an aspiring childcare provider seeking to learn how to build a successful business, make sure that you reach out to DeShonda today. Go to her free resource, 10mistakes-to-avoid.com, where you can download her ebook that's going to teach you the mistakes that people typically make when starting a childcare business. Again, 10mistakes-to-avoid.com. We will see you there.
Miller Fitness, we are firm believers in healthy living from the inside out. Our team of experts is dedicated to helping moms and caregivers evolve into the best version of themselves. With a master certified personal trainer, a certified nutritional coach with a medical background, a licensed clinical social worker, and an accountability coach, we provide holistic support to help women drastically decrease depression, build confidence, and prioritize their health and well-being. Our goal is to help you transform your body, mind, and mood so you can reclaim your happiness and thrive. Discover the power of fitness from the inside out. Find out more at fitbytm.com.
Hey y'all, it's Deanna Jean, your collab queen. And experts come to me when they are ready to enhance their visibility, their impact, and their revenue. But the experts that I work with, they want to do that by collaborating with other experts, and we do that in our Success Tribe. Sound like your jam? You want to go ahead and join us in our Success Tribe group? Just go to thesuccesstribe.com, and we can't wait to see you there.
Ready to kickstart your speaking career or level up your brand in 2025? Join us for the 6th annual New Year, New You virtual conference, a month-long speaking event to position you as the expert in your field. As a speaker, you actually get 2 speaking opportunities, a dedicated 20 to 45-minute slot where you're going to pre-record to capture live energy, and a set-up live panel. But everything will seem live, so people will not even know that it's pre-recorded. And we will also be streaming the panel on the Vision Impact Hour TV show with over 1.5 million downloads each month. Do you need fresh leads? Well, as a speaker, you will receive the full registration list on January the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. We are guaranteeing at least 500 new leads. If you spend ads on this, you would be spending over $2,500. But guess what? You can get all of this for just the investment of $250. But wait, we even have more. Nervous about your first talk? No worries. We're also hosting 2 live training sessions in December to set you up with powerful speaking techniques. We recommend equipment and we give you pro tips that you need to be successful. Your talk will go live each day in January that you are scheduled to speak, and it'll also be on multiple platforms where people will be able to go back and view your talk over and over. Plus, you have the opportunity to join our collaboration book, which is optional, allowing you to make additional money, and you get to order a custom premium intro video that will help to boost your marketing. You will transform your speaking career literally by being a part of New Year, New You. Now hurry, we only have 30 spots and they're filling up fast. Don't miss your chance to start your 2025 with impact and visibility. New Year, New You, your stage is waiting.
Yes, darling. New Year, New You Conference.com. New Year, NewYouConference.com. If you are a speaker, we are down to about 10 spots left. You need to go to New Year, NewYouConference.com. I ain't gonna lie, we are doing interviews. If you're not a part of Book Profits Club, you actually have to be interviewed. So that means you have to get on the phone lines with myself or one of our team members. And we probably are not going to start interviews till next week. Okay, because I have a lot going on. I know y'all got a lot going on too, right? So go ahead and drop something in the chat, man. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let's see. Avancia says, I love this message. There's always hope. Absolutely. Destiny says, oh, it's always hope. Absolutely, guys. It's always hope out here. What an incredible interview by Noreen. Wasn't she amazing, guys? I hope that you also make sure that you plug in. So listen, this is what we're going to do. And everybody who's watching on Instagram, those watching in the Facebook group, what is up? So before we get into As Real As It Gets, I'm so hungry. That is so random, but I'm just letting y'all know. As soon as I get off of here, let me tell you what I'm about to go get. I got a taste for some. This is restaurant out here. They do tempura, everything. They got salmon tempura. They got shrimp tempura, steak tempura, chicken tempura, and then all the vegetables. You want some carrots? You want some asparagus? So I'm gonna go get me some tempura, but I'm also gonna go get me some more food. But anyways, I'm excited about that. But I'm really excited about what we're gonna do next. And so now what we're about to do is we're gonna highlight some individuals. And as you guys may have heard me say earlier, we have our Author All-Stars Conference that's coming up. We are literally 1 month away from this event. This is our 3rd annual Author All-Stars, but we've been doing this conference every year. I don't even know what the year is right now at this point. Maybe 7 years now. I don't know. It's just a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm grateful. I'm honored to have the opportunity to be able to put together an event. And I'm also honored to be able to highlight some incredible men and women, all nationalities, flying into Atlanta. About 95% of the people that are, well, I'll say this year, 90% of the people that we have hand selected for this magazine are flying in from out of town. Atlanta is going to be incredible. And so today I'm going to be highlighting 2 author all-stars. And then this year we're doing something where we also included 2 incredible honorees. Okay. And so I'm going to get into that. And so let's go ahead and get into our amazing author all-stars. This magazine is our 3rd annual magazine as well. And this magazine highlights authors who are impacting the world with their words. They're author all-stars. So they don't just have a book, right? That's not what we wanted to do. We don't want to put you in a position where, okay, congratulations, the book is printed. Good luck. No, Author All-Stars was created so that we could give additional platforms and opportunities and highlight people who are not just, okay, I published the book, good job, goodbye, holla at you later. No, these are people who are really taking it upon themselves to get their books in libraries, museums. They have their books turned into plays, TV shows. They are launching their books into coaching programs, retreats, all types of stuff. And so first, what I want to do is I'm going to highlight the 2 honorees, and then we have 2 videos of our author all-stars that you can also vote for. So let's give it up for that's what I was doing. I was trying to get the round of applause, child, because I turned it down. So let's go ahead and give it up for our first honoree. Y'all, round of applause. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Maybe not. You see, this will be happening, Chad. You be trying to do something on the social. There we go. Awesome, y'all. So let's give it up for none other than Angie Sims. Now, let me tell you guys, she is receiving a very special award at the conference. And you'll hear more about this at the conference and why I chose her for this award. And let me just tell you a little bit about her. Okay. So I'm going to read her professional bio. So Angie Sims is a powerhouse rainmaker and executive coach dedicated to empowering women. With over 14 years in financial services leadership roles, including at Morgan Stanley, she excelled in diversity initiatives and professional training. After relocating to Georgia 9+ years ago, I think it's more than that because I've been knowing her for over 10+ years. So definitely over 9 years. But anyways, let me get, where was I at? Angie became a sought after influencer guiding professional women towards success through targeted coaching and practical tools. A 5-time self-published author, Angie has coached 17+ women to become first-time authors. She's founded the League of Girlfriends, uniting nearly 600 women nationally, and created the Girl Lead Now Leadership Academy to drive women's businesses forward. As president of the Atlanta Women's Network and active in various business associations, Angie is deeply connected to her community. She also runs Angela's Exquisite Events, her 25-year-old event management company. Angie's mission to take women from confusion to clarity. Now, I'm going to also talk about one other honoree that we're going to bring on real quick. So let me pull that up, and then I'm going to talk about both of these young ladies without the overlay. You know what I'm saying? So the next young lady that I want to bring on, guys, is none other than Ashley Ann. So let me tell you something about Ashley Ann, guys. If you have never followed her on Instagram, she has over 1 million followers, on TikTok, 100K followers, on Facebook, 250,000 followers, on YouTube, over 10,000 followers. Ashley Ann is a trailblazing expert in social media growth and monetization. Over 15,000 individuals have built their followings and monetized their social media accounts because of her. With her guidance, almost 900 clients have achieved 6-figure incomes, while 176 individuals have reached 7-figure mark. Notably, Ashley's coaching has led to over 12 of her clients consistently experiencing $1 million months, while 5 of them have achieved a remarkable annual revenue of over $10 million. So let's get into this real quick. So this year, not only do we have the Angela Sims, Mrs. Angela Sims, who is going to be coming to the Author All Stars and getting a very special recognition. And again, you have to be there to understand why she's going to be getting this recognition. As I think about the fact, and I know she's watching this right now, so I don't even want to look at her typing in the chat because I know she's watching this. But as I think about the fact that she's going to be there, I get chills on my arm. This woman, when I first decided to launch my coaching business and I got into this industry of coaching, I went on this tour all across the country, traveling to child, we went to Maryland, Georgia, New Jersey, Chicago, Wisconsin. I mean, child, traveling everywhere. And Angela actually packed up her bags, mom, wife, and traveled with me. And we were doing this thing. And she has gone on to just do some incredible things. But she is going to be receiving a special honor. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, but she's going to be getting this at the conference. She's also an Author All-Star. But we're not voting for Angie, because I'm telling you, she's going to get a special award that I think that everybody needs to hear about what she's doing. Anybody that ever has excuses, baby, all I can tell you is this. She's going to blow you away. She's going to blow you away. I'm getting chills. And then we have none other than Ashley Ann. I've been following Ashley Ann, y'all, for the longest. It's funny, though, because clearly we connected. But before she got her 1 million followers on Instagram, we connected because she also, as I try to tell our BPC members, slides in the DMs. Even with 1 million followers, y'all, it goes down in the DMs. And Ashley Ann, her and I, we've connected several different times. And I was like, you know what? I want to ask and see if she can come and be our guest VIP speaker at the conference, y'all. Because one of the things that I'm looking to bring in is someone who is that social media expert. Not only is she a social media expert as far as getting followers, but when I say monetization, she gets checks from Threads. She gets checks from TikTok. In fact, TikTok flew her out to this TikTok influencer event. She gets checks from Facebook. She gets checks from everywhere, y'all. Bigo, Bongo, I don't know what's called. Y'all, and she coming to bless us with her presence. And so that right there, those of you guys who are going to be VIPs, you're going to get a chance to really talk, take a picture with her, talk to her. And we only have limited VIPs available for this. And so, y'all, I'm just extremely honored to our honorees that we're going to be bringing out at the Author All-Stars Conference. And now I want to also highlight two of our authors who also were interviewed. So let me tell you about this process, y'all. This is not a game. So for Author All-Stars, we actually interview every single one of these 50 authors. We received over 1,000 applications of authors from all over the world. When I say world, I did interviews with international authors as well, in Africa and London, all over the place. And so out of the 1,000, we did over 200 interviews. And out of those 200, only 50 were selected. 50. And so I want to present to you guys two of the amazing individuals who are being highlighted. Oh, you know what? I think I did that whole video and y'all didn't hear nothing I said with Angie and Ashley when I showed their picture. Lord, have mercy. Well, at least y'all heard me now, right? So anyways, okay, it's all good. It's fine. You know what? It's one of them days. I'm tired. Y'all, I'm tired, okay? We're going to talk about that as real as it gets in a minute. But let me go ahead. I swear I think y'all didn't hear nothing I said. God dog it on. But y'all heard that, right? What I just said about Angie and Ashley. So y'all got to be at the Author All-Stars Conference. And again, we only have like 4 or 5 tickets. So if you want to come to this event, all you have to do, let me see if I can put it up here. You can go to Author All-Stars. This is where you can also download for the TV show. If you literally go to authorallstars.com, and then you'll see where you can go click on for the conference or to vote. You'll see where you can go to authorallstarsconference.com, which is the link to the conference. So Author All-Stars right here. Bloop, 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 bloop. Author All Stars. Okay, that is where you can go to register. Again, we have about 4 or 5 tickets left. The VIPs are going to get a VIP social minute where they get to connect with fellow VIPs and our VIP honorees. So make sure you guys are in the building. Okay, so now let me go ahead and pull up. I'm just gonna put them on this on front of me so that it don't mess it up. Lord, I can't believe that. So let me tell y'all about Dr. DeLois. So Dr. DeLois Jackson, okay, she's the first one of our author also, I want to highlight. She is a 2 times best-selling, 1-time international best-selling and award-winning author. She is multifaceted visionary with a profound passion for education, spirituality, and storytelling. She has dedicated her life to nurturing the minds of and souls of young learners as the esteemed owner of pre-K 12. Oh, by the way, she got her own preschool, y'all. So pre-K through 12, I'm sorry, not preschool, school. She goes to pre-K all the way to the 12th grade. Okay? Private school that she fearlessly shaped a compassionate and innovative learning environment, empowering students to embrace their uniqueness and unlock their full potential. Beyond her educational pursuits, she is also a celebrated author, captivating both young and old in her inspiration and heartwarming children's books. She effortlessly weaves life's lessons, empathy, and moral values, leaving a lasting impression for her readers. She is a true advocate for transformational education, spirituality, and the power of words. Dr. Jackson continues to touch countless lives, igniting flames of curiosity, compassion, and creativity in the hearts of those she encounters. Her unwavering dedication to education and storytelling exemplifies a life devoted to making the world better. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and play this video of none other than Dr. DeLois Jackson.
Hello, I'm Dr. DeLois Jackson, and I help teen moms embark on a transformative experience by providing them the tools and resources to navigate motherhood with grace and purpose, giving them a head start to strive and thrive from diapers to diplomas. I am an owner of a pre-K through 12 private school. I am an educator, and I am an inspirational and children's book author. And I would absolutely be honored if you voted for me to be Author of the Year. And it will continue to inspire and resonate with readers around the world. Thank you, and God bless.
Yes. So we've got to make sure, if you know Dr. DeLois, you got to go vote for her by going to authorallstars.com. Now, I'm going to bring on another one of our incredible young ladies, none other than LaVerne Sease-Batie. So let me tell you a little bit about LaVerne, okay? Because LaVerne's doing some great things too. So LaVerne Sease-Batie is a wife, a mother, an author, parent coach, and a school counselor to helping stressed out parents whose children are underperforming in school. She works to bridge the gap between parents, teachers, and educators by fostering partnerships that ensure students' academic success. I'm about to say Bridgerton. Y'all see where my mind at? Bridgerton. A Bridgeton, New Jersey native and graduate, LaVerne holds several distinguished degrees and a Master of Education in School Counseling. Currently serves as the school counselor in Bridgeton Public School District. She uses her experience to support families. LaVerne also authored Growth Mindsets for Parents and Children, a book teaching about developmental growth mindsets, providing families with tools to navigate life's challenges and live successfully. Guided by her faith, committed to inspiring both parents and children to embrace a growth mindset and realize their full potential. Her favorite scripture, Philippians 4:13, reminds her daily, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Let's give it up for LaVerne.
Hello, I am LaVerne Sease-Batie. I work with stressed out parents and guardians whose kids are underperforming in school. I'm the author of this book, Growth Mindsets for Parents and Children. I wrote the book to help families learn how to develop a growth mindset because it will lead them to lasting success. Since publishing the book in 2020, I have helped numerous of families learn how to face and overcome obstacles, come closer together as a family, and to achieve their goals. My book has been well received, which led to numerous book sales, giveaways, and speaking engagements. I believe I should be one of the authors in the Author All-Star magazine because my work aligns with the magazine mission. Please vote for me as I use my book to impact the world. I thank you in advance for your votes. Hope to see you at the conference. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.
Yes, y'all. So we hope to see everybody there at the conference. You can still get a ticket by literally going to authorallstars.com. Well, y'all, okay, so y'all said y'all can hear me. Praise God. Because I was like, that is crazy. The fact that y'all still stayed on, because that's why I was like, dang, okay, so y'all couldn't hear nothing. Y'all still was watching. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody in the live chat. Thank you. Destiny, thank you so much. Right? Sharon Baker Boykin. Hey, Sharon. Noreen. There's Noreen, guys, who was our amazing interview of the day. So guess what, y'all? It's time for As Real As It Gets.
Who run it? Who run it? Who run it? Who run it? Who run it?
Okay. Y'all know that song. If y'all don't know that song, I am a godly woman. But sometimes I'm going to tell you, that's one of them songs that get the little, out ya. Okay, y'all don't need to go look it up. If you don't know nothing about it, don't worry about it. Keep it to yourself. Mind your business. Okay, that's my jam. Yeah, if it ain't funny, it was your mouth. Okay, so who run it? Y'all, today is December the 6th. November the 6th. December the 6th is Author All-Stars. We are 30 days away. Today, Donald Trump got reelected the president. And let me tell y'all my journey too. First of all, I drove to Houston. So can I just tell y'all, like, being an entrepreneur is no freaking joke. And being an entrepreneur that suffers from inspired deficit disorder, that's my version of ADHD, as well as also that suffers from the challenge of like not doing it because you want to make money, but you want to leave significance. I don't know if that makes sense to people. Like, seriously, I really do. I say that I want my funeral to be all day. Seriously. I want to leave significance in that way. And it's just been so much that's been coming up. And we've got a lot of events coming up. We've got Author All-Stars. We've got Ghana. Then I've got to do this. I got to do that. We got a mastermind this weekend here in Atlanta. We've got pop-up workshop. And granted, yes, we have all these things because I set them up. But regardless, this is the crazy thing. Regardless of who's president, I'm going to still have to work, and so are you. We all going to have to grind. Like, we got to stop allowing decisions that we cannot control. Like, we cannot change the things that happen to us. We can only change how we respond. And so I'm saying that to say that can allow whatever it was, whether you voted for Donald Trump or you did not, or you didn't vote at all. We can't allow what takes place in a space that we really don't have no control over dictate how we feel about our current situation. Because let me tell you something. Your emotions will determine a lot of what you do. Your emotions will determine the actions that you take. Your emotions will determine, even when you take action, the results that you receive. Because if you are not happy about a situation, but you're still just kind of doing the work to go with the flow, it's never going to return the results that you were looking for. I don't care who gets that nomination. The hustle, it still continues. The grind, it still must go. Ain't nobody coming to save us. Do y'all hear me? I'm going to repeat it again. Ain't nobody coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. And when I say us, I'm talking about all nationalities. I'm talking about whether you are female or male, whether you are younger or young. It don't matter. Whether you are lower class, middle class, higher class. Y'all, had it not been for the actions that I have taken in my life, I would be making 20-something thousand a year, maybe 30,000. What is the poverty level? I don't know what it is, but I feel like that's close enough. But it wasn't because somebody got elected that my life changed. It's because I made conscious decisions to put myself in environments where people were doing way better than me. And I was so willing to soak it up. And I'm not telling you I'm the most successful person in the world, because baby, I am not. I'm not telling you that I'm the most perfect person in the world, because baby, I am not. Let me tell you something. As long as we live and breathe, we're going to make mistakes. It's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be challenges. But ultimately, even through the mistakes, you still got to keep going. Even through the disappointments, you cannot give up. I know for a fact there are people who do not appreciate the stuff that you're doing. I know for a fact there are people right now that are looking at you and they side-eye you and talk about, oh, but you ain't do this and you ain't do that. I know it. That's what they doing to you. But what does them talking about you do for you? Nothing. What does a politician who you ain't never probably gonna meet, unless some of y'all did meet before, now, may not, how is that changing your bank account? It's not. And so we have to be very conscious and aware of our emotions. We got to be conscious and aware of the words that we speak. We have to be conscious and aware of our surroundings. We have to be conscious and aware of what we're listening to. That's why I play Who Won It. That song gonna get you pumped up. All of these things matter. All of them. And so that's all I really wanted to talk about on As Real As It Gets. It's not, listen, we're going to turn all of these segments into shows. So all of these different segments that you guys are seeing on the Vision Impact Hour are going to turn into shows. We are looking for some shows that want to launch as well we're going to create a network. And so again, if you're interested, you just got to make sure you stay plugged in. We have a website you can go to, info.thevisionimpacthour.com, and submit your information. But y'all, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. I really pray that today was an incredible day for you, regardless of whatever the circumstance was, because you woke up and you're breathing, and God is good, because you got more things to do. And I do know this for a fact. If you are breathing, there is a purpose in that. And the purpose ain't just so that you can wake up and breathe. The purpose is so that you can go out here and do what God has gifted you to do. I love you guys. And I will see you guys on Sunday. Same time, same place. The Vision Impact Hour. Deuces.